In this segment, we're going to talk about the neighborhood section. Um, to start out, I have my worksheet open. This one's just called tutorial. Yours may be called, verifying 2.0, copy me, or whatever you choose to name it. If you want to rename it, you can rename it up here. Um, I also have my MLS tab open. We're going to work with a real familiar neighborhood for everybody. That's the boundaries being Shooting Park Road, US 251, 4th Street, and Church Street. In here we have all actives, closed, pending, marked, and 24 months of data. We're going to let the software go through it for us. In order to get these just to pop up, you can come to the side and you have some quick menus. Detached market conditions, attached market conditions are set up, and they'll just bring this screen up every time, not with the neighborhood boundaries. From here, we just want to download the results because all we're doing is getting a true report on our neighborhood, looking at what the highs, lows, medians, or highs, lows, predominants are. And to do that, we just hit download right here. It's going to load for a minute. You can watch this up here, this circle. And as we go through, you'll see the first screen brings up one line summary, and you want to change the drop down to download for market conditions. Then you come up here and you hit next, followed by continue. So I haven't really changed anything, I'm just clicking through. And I am working on one monitor, so this is going to be a little different. If you're working off two monitors, you may have this on a separate screen. Now I'm going to go back up here to the top to my worksheet, and you see my file did download at the bottom. It was because I'm working on one screen, so it's staying in the browser here. It did download from Connect. It's just at the bottom of the screen because of how I'm working. First I want to put in my neighborhood boundaries. Then we'll go over to the Import Primary tab. And this is where we're going to paste the information from the MLS. But first we have to go to the top to File, then to Import, Upload, and it says drag file here, so this one at the bottom. Now the key here is to hit Replace Current Sheet and nothing else. Import. And this is going to bring that whole file over from the MLS. After that pastes in, we can go back to the neighborhood and wait for these boxes to fill in. Now the purple is always going to fill itself in, so you don't want to put any marks in there beforehand. As the program works itself out, it'll fill in these spaces for you. And then at the bottom we also have supply and demand. And in here we have three areas that we do need to fill out, these red areas up top. In this case we use Connect. We also look for detached housing, and we did that in the neighborhood boundaries. So by answering those three questions, we're going to get a couple comments written up here, and we can also be looking at the data that is presented to us in regards to the growth, property values, supply and demand, marketing time, and exposure time. Back in the neighborhood section, you can also, double check this data and make sure you agree with it. But this is all going to end up in the report. So after it does its full analysis, we can add a comment to say the end of the supply and demand comment. This is going to the 1004MC, this comment here. So that one can be appended as well, or you can actually write in just the end sentence in this box here at the bottom. And whatever you start typing here will show up if it is in our pop-up, but you can also write whatever you'd prefer. And that pretty much sums up the neighborhood section. Big thing is to know that it's not done performing all its tasks until this load bar at the top is gone. Otherwise, I hope it answered the questions and analyzed the market correctly.